And we're learning that top Hamas leader has been killed in an attack on his residence in Tehran. And this is according to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. And Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh and one of his bodyguards were killed after his residence was targeted in Tehran. This has been confirmed by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and they have confirmed this in a statement. A statement by the IRGC's Public Relations Department said that the attack was carried out early Wednesday, adding that a probe is also underway to find the cause of the incident. So this big breaking news coming in that top Hamas leader has been killed in an attack on his residence in Tehran. CNN News 18 Siddhant Mishra is now joining us with more details on this. Siddhant, what more details do we have about this attack?
Well, that's right. So this is a statement that has been issued by Public Relations wing of IRGC, and in fact we can confirm this for our viewers that Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh, mastermind of October 7 attacks on Israel, has been killed along with his bodyguard at his residence in Tehran. This is a release which has come from IRGC Public Relations Department. In fact, the government of Iran has ordered probe in this entire incident. A statement also went on to offer condolences to the people of Palestine, Muslim world, and the resistance front's fighter over the Hamas leader's death. In fact, a statement by Hamas says an Israel raid killed the Palestinian group's leader. That is what Hamas has said in a statement. So Ismail Haniyeh was in Tehran to attend the inauguration of Iran's new president, and in fact he also met supreme leader yesterday. So leaders all across the world, those who have the countries which have good relations with Iran, they had sent their representative to Tehran yesterday for the inauguration of the new president. And in fact, Ismail Haniyeh was also invited. He was also one of the guests which Tehran received yesterday, and he met supreme leader. He met a newly elected president of Iran, and now we are getting to know that he has been killed along with his bodyguard at his residence in Tehran. So this is a statement that IRGC has uploaded almost half an hour back. Situation in Middle East is dynamic at this point in time, especially after the attacks on Israel from Lebanon. We in fact we have also got to know that Israel bombed Beirut yesterday. In fact, the top commander of Hezbollah was killed in that attack. That has been confirmed to us by IDF. Now we are getting to know that Ismail Haniyeh, the mastermind of October 7 attacks, the face of Hamas. In fact, he's the mastermind and also the key negotiator on behalf of Hamas, stays in Qatar, has been killed in Tehran. Now we are awaiting more response coming in from Israel, or in fact the other countries. But right now we have the IDF spokesperson. We have IDF spokesperson. Yes, so we have IDF spokesperson. Not exactly confirming what has happened, but yeah, reacting to the development, the news of the killing of Ismail Haniyeh. So it's a big story that we are tracking, and yes, we have this reaction right here. Jonathan, who is a senior fellow at FDDA and former spokesperson of IDF, has come out with a tweet saying, and I quote, "It's been a very, very long time since the free world had good news coming out of Tehran. Today is a good day for freedom and a bad day to be a cowardly terrorist in Beirut or in Tehran." So he's a former spokesperson of IDF. He has come out with this tweet. We are still trying to get in touch with the Israelis. In fact, we are trying to know their position on this killing. Because the Hamas has blamed Israel for this killing. The probe is underway. In fact, we are also trying to find out more details. How was this entire assassination plotted? and what time this happened, because all we know right now is from the statement that has been issued by the Public Relations Department of IRGC, Iran Revolutionary Guard Forces. In fact, we have also spoken to people in Tehran. So instead of taking the phone call, they have replied to us on the text message saying this news is correct.
All right,
Unfortunately,
Saddam, please stay with us. Let's take a look at more details that are that CNN is getting for us.
Killed, according to the reports from state media, with his bodyguard as well. And we understand that he was in Tehran for the inauguration of the new Iranian president. Now, that happened on Tuesday. He was still in Tehran. We don't know the exact timing of when this event took place. There has been no claim of responsibility, but most suspicions are falling on Israel at this point. We have asked Israeli authorities for comment on this. Israel has made it very clear that it considers all of the leaders of Hamas to be a target since the October 7th attacks by Hamas in Israel last year. And we have seen a number of the leaders be assassinated. The military number 2 in Gaza, for example, Mohammed Daif, was killed recently, and we know that they are trying to get more leaders. So this is a significant development. Ismail Haniyeh has been part of Hamas since the 80s. He is a very significant figure within this group. We know that he took over as the political leader in 2017. Much of his time after that was spent outside of Gaza. He has been living in Doha, Qatar. He's also been free to travel around some other countries, for example, Iran. He's been in Turkey as well. But Israel did say that it did consider all of these leaders to be a target since October 7th. So it's at this point is a significant development. Israel has not claimed responsibility, made any comment, which is not unusual when it comes to some of these attacks we have seen in the past. Now, we heard a statement as well from Hamas calling it a, quote, Zionist raid on a residence in Tehran. So they're very clear about who they believe was responsible for this. Now, Haniyeh himself had joined Hamas back in the 80s during the first Intifada, and he was a very vocal, a very public spokesperson and political leader for the group. We do know that Israel had been going after his family in Gaza since October 7th. In fact, just 1 month after those Hamas attacks, they did target his residence in Gaza City. We know they have also targeted his family. A number of his children have been killed in Israeli airstrikes since that attack. But as we have been speaking for just recent hours, an assassination talked about in Beirut of a Hezbollah leader. The fact we are now talking about the political leader of Hamas potentially being assassinated in Tehran, it is a very significant development.
You're describing him as this political leader. What does his death mean to leadership now within Hamas? And is there someone who would take the place of this man?
So, big breaking news that is coming in at the moment is that top Hamas leader has been killed in an attack at his residence. He was targeted in Tehran when and this has been confirmed by the Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard forces that the top Hamas leader, who was actually the mastermind of the October 7 attack on Israel, has been killed.